I know some of y'all want to know how I'm using this MPC Live 2 with Ableton at the same damn time. Let me explain.
I think we can skip the formality. Skip the formality.
Hey, what's going on, YouTube fam? I am back with another tutorial. So for this tutorial, it's going to be on how I sync my MPC up with Ableton Live. I've got a couple people that's asked me about it, and so I want to get right into it. For those of you that use studioone, if you want to see a video on that, how I sync it up with studioone, the way I sync it up with Ableton Live, just hit me up in the comments below. Oh yeah, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you get notified whenever I drop new content. Let's go ahead and get right to it. So now that we're showing my MPC screen, the first thing that you want to do is make sure you go to menu, we're gonna go to preferences, and we're gonna go down to sync send, which you see right here. Yours might say off. We want to change this to Midi clock. So what Midi clock does is it helps synchronize two different devices or more than one device. That's what we want to do. Next, we want to make sure send MMC, which is MIDI machine control. We want to make sure that's checked. You can change the frame rate. As you can see, it says 30 drop. That's like the frame rate. For video, that's like 30, I want to say 29.97 frames per second, but you always see 30. For audio, it's 25. In this case, we can leave it at 30. Now you can check this if you want to for sync receive, but we don't need that for what we're doing. All right, so that's everything that's done in the MPC. The next thing that you're gonna need is what's called, or what I use, is the Irig Midi 2. So what this does is allow me to connect my MIDI cables from my MPC straight into this device. And with this device, we're able to send and receive MIDI from my computer via whatever DAW I'm using. Now, there are other devices such as like the Mode 2, which is what I plan on getting next, but this will suffice for just the MPC only. If you have more than one workstation, keyboard workstation, external synthesizers, you can buy the Mode 2 and you can hook more than one device up to the Mode 2, which will have more inputs. For right now, the Irig Midi 2 only has inputs just for one device. So you see it has in, through, and out. I am currently using the in and the out. So the way this works is I got a 5-pin MIDI cable that's going from the output of my MPC straight into the in. Then from the input port of the MPC, we want to have a 5-pin MIDI cable going straight into the input, and the other end is going to the out of this Irig MIDI device. So now we're being able to receive the ins and outs of MIDI. So bam. So now in Ableton, in order to get this to work properly, you want to go to where it says live at the top left. We'll go to preferences, and you'll see once you go to link tempo MIDI, look down and you'll see your Irig Midi 2 device. And I forgot to mention, the other end of the Irig Midi 2 device, it connects to your computer via a USB cable. All right, so you will see this device show up here in your preferences in Ableton. Once you see that, you want to make sure this track box is selected and this sync box is connected. Once that's done, we're going to close the preference window. In the top left of Ableton, you'll see this button that says external. We're going to click that. As soon as we click that, as you see on the MPC, if I hit play, you see on Ableton, now it's playing. Tempo is 156. So we hit stop, Ableton stops. If you do not have this external button pressed and you hit play, it's only just going to play in the MPC, what you have in the MPC. Again, hit the external button, we can hit play. So now, once we build in Ableton, start doing melodies or whatever we want to do in Ableton, we can also do our drums or samples that we do on the MPC and sync it together with Ableton so it plays on time. One thing you do need to make sure is that your BPM that you see here at the top of your MPC, you want to make sure in Ableton that that BPM is matching. Pretty simple, right? If y'all got any other questions in regards to how I'm using the MPC with Ableton or studioone, any other DAW, please hit me up in the comments below and I'll be sure to try to get a tutorial put up as soon as I can. Oh yeah, make sure before y'all leave here, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. If y'all enjoyed the content and you want to see more content just like this. Appreciate y'all support. Peace out.